Hey everybody, it's your career engineer. I'm plugging in a little early. Let me first say that my hair is different tonight. It's a long story. You guys know I am a natural sister, and I was doing something. I realized these headphones just made my tooth go down. So, hey, it is what it is. I was just dealing with the hair today. So, listen, you guys aren't here to deal with my hair. We're here to talk about some of the best and the worst job practices from last year that was just around the corner, but also what you can do this year to take things up a notch. Let me give you a couple of great housekeeping things going on. We normally have this the first, just let me just reiterate, because we couldn't do it. We had to reschedule it for a lot number of reasons. But anyway, once a month I've pledged I will come out in the beginning of the month to share career and business power, insights, intel, whatever you want to call it, boosters, pitfalls to be aware of, that type of thing. And we also will be interviewing some guests for you. But first of the year, first Thursday was a holiday. I didn't want to, mess with anyone on their holiday. So, and then last week I was in Atlanta. Long story. So it will not happen this Thursday. This will always kick off first Thursday of the month. So in next month, look for us 7 p.m. first Thursday for our 30 minutes of power with you from my YouTube into your phone or to your laptop or whatever you want to do. Okay, and again, just to reiterate, new hair only because my puff was out here. I put this thing on, my puff went down. Long story. I always keep my hair twisted, but I was doing something different today. So listen, if you look at the YouTube, if you're on our YouTube channel, and those of you watching live and even those on demand, we've got some powerful links for you that are right there in the show description, some powerful links. And we want you to make sure you check those links out from the TCE Job Stop, because right now, in fact, this week, we've shared over 250,000 jobs on Monday. 250,000 jobs across America. Okay, 250,000. Thousands, okay? And what we're also doing as a resource for you is that you can, if you're following us on our Facebook, which is facebook.com, just had one of those moments, don't get anxious. You will see we're now listing our jobs by location. Some of you, we used to do it by way of job, business management and all that all over the place. But, we're in several different cities. We've got followers, we have network members, we've got partners and friends in different cities. So I figured, heck yeah, why not break it down by the places where we are and the places where we have our peeps? Doesn't that make more sense? So we're sharing, jobs across the nation: California, Texas, Jersey, New York, Atlanta, Virginia, of course. And if there's a state I'm missing, all you have to do is, message me or engage with me on our social media profiles, Career Engineer or Twitter, and we'll include that state. It's not a problem. We're putting them out once or twice a day because it's a lot of different jobs for you to go through. So in New York City right now, there's over 100,000 jobs in New York City with 50-mile radius, and that's from being a ditch digger to being a rocket scientist. So you definitely go in there on the TCE Job Stop, put in your buzzwords, and you can find all that you want. So that's something updated for this great new year that we're in 2015. And that's a best practice, is to use the TCE Job Search to find opportunities from niche boards and other lesser known broadcasters of jobs. I mean, nothing wrong with those two big ones that everyone knows about, but you can do more, have better return on your time investment if you find these better opportunities on niche boards or directly with the website of the company hiring. The closer you get to a source, is the better. I mean, the closer you get to the source, it's better. So we're taking it up a notch with our job stuff. In fact, we have a fresh new look. You can just, it's really amazing. So all you have to do to get to it, again, on this right here on the YouTube, it's there. You can click on, if you go to our website, tcenow.com, which should always be my focal point here, you can click on the TCE Job Stop in our top navigation. It'll say TCE Job Stop, bookmark it, visit it once a day, twice a day, whatever turns you on. And right now, find some of the best opportunities for you. Also tonight, what we want to let people know, and again, share with us, text with others that we're here. You can live text to me. We have my handy dandy, you guys know I have my handy dandy. That's what I'm gonna call it. my handy dandy. And you can text to me and we will read your question live on the air. If you want me to say your name, we will. If not, we'll just keep it really, you know, quiet. But we do want to give shout outs to Torrin Ellis. You can check him out on YouTube. No, not on YouTube, on Twitter. Torrin, Torin Ellis, for his retweet of tonight's broadcast. We do appreciate it. We also want to thank Fire Inc. Atlanta for favoring tonight's broadcast. We do appreciate it. You can find these folks on Twitter. You know, you see I'm looking at my handy dandy tool at Fire Inc. Atlanta. We thank you for your tweet of tonight's broadcast. And for those of you who are just keeping it real, keeping it live, sharing it with others. So listen, let's talk turkey. Let's get to it. And again, don't worry about the twist. They're coming back. It's a long story, me and my hair. So listen, let's start from a strengths perspective, okay? Let me come at it from a strengths perspective. Some things we want you to do differently in 2015 and beyond. Okay, 2015 and beyond. Right now is a great time. It's a wonderful time. I don't know where you are, but for me right now it's freezing. So if I seem I have a little puffiness under here. Might take my glasses off, but y'all gonna see puffiness. You're gonna think it's bags, but no, I'm kind of puffy. Cold in Virginia Beach, it's freezing. We're not used to that. So in the freezing winter months is a great time to revisit what you're putting out there in the space, revisit what your stuff looks like. Now, some of you heard me say this last month in December, and a whole 30 days has gone by, an incredible 30 days have gone by, and you have still done nothing. I mean, December was a great time to do something. January is here. Next, you know, February is literally only a couple of weeks away. I mean, February is a couple of weeks away. Then comes the wonderful month of March, where everyone is trying to get their act together. Everyone is trying to get things rolling, okay? Because spring is here, the sun maybe will shine, and all these not nice hot jobs for the spring will be there. That is the wrong time to get your act together. You need to get your act together now. So a best practice, along with using the TCE Job Stop for a great place for you to source. There's other things I would love for you to do that's a little deeper, more of an investment of your time, okay, But for now, that's the easier thing to do. But what good is having all these great job development opportunities? That's what I call them, job development opportunities. If when you put something out there, it's really weak. And at some point, you as the career seeker, another best practice, at some point, I get this a lot from folks, and I'll put it right here out, being as transparent as a sister can be on YouTube. We may not be, in terms of our professional and award-winning career coaching and career strategy work and helping people to re-engineer themselves, helping people to stretch their wings, helping people to have these tangible designs that shine, because I've gotten a chance to recognize who you are. The services that we do for that are not inexpensive. They're not crazy expensive, but they are an investment. And at some point, I really have a problem. Okay, transparent. I can't make you want to make it. I can't make you want to change your brand and take the investment that it takes to do that. I wish I could make you do that, but I can't. So when you come to me or any other professional I'll put up there and you really are struggling with Mondays, you're really hating them, or you're worth more. You are worth more than what you're getting. But then you want to change that. You really want to, in your heart and soul, you're ready to roll. But you see that it takes 3 digits to do that. You can't get the whole thing of, this is with anyone, not just with your career. If you're ready to have a coach or get a strategist to help you change something, only you can make that commitment. You're going to do what you need to do to get the top of the line thing. Now, I'm not talking about something that's a Rolls Royce and all that. We're talking 3 digits. Some folks still want 2 digits. You want to do 2 digits to get a high 5-digit return, but it's just never going to work that way. It's just never going to work that way. It really isn't. So a 3-digit investment will help you get a better 5-digit investment. And the reason I'm not putting money numbers out there, I'm just wanting you to know this, because this is a big struggle for me, because I know there's some powerful people. I see your average presentation, But I see underneath that, and I see powerful, powerful people that could do some incredible performance in the right place in the occupation, in the right place in the right space. But you won't get there. You just, because you've been trying it on your own for 5 years, 10 years. I know you, I've seen you, and you're still doing piecemeal, and it just doesn't work. And I tell you this one time thing that you will put out there will last you. I mean, I don't know, one of my clients has a job offer that was over $100,000 and they did 3 digits. I mean, I don't know how to make that value work for someone if you want that, but you just want to do 2 digits. It can't, it doesn't work. So I think a best practice, I know a best practice this year is you have to decide that you want it. That's the first thing you have to do. There's no need in reaching out to a professional who wants to help you, who are positioned and ready to go. But you have to want it. You have to be able to understand that there's all kinds of ways to nip this in the bud. There's all kinds of ways to work it out, but you have got to want it. No one should be able to pull this into you. You'll make you pull it out of you when you say you want it, but you don't act like you want it. So my best practice moving forward for those of you who are trying to increase your income, $10,000, $20,000, you're trying to get into a better space because you really hate the one you're at. And there's a I don't know, what price do you put on peace of mind working in hostile environments or things of that nature? What price do you put on peace of mind to be able to change that game? So I just, that was an aside. That really wasn't part of what I wanted to hit in tonight. But I just have to say that those persons, and here's the other part of the flip, the folks who are able to do the A game versus the C game are often, I mean, they're great people and they're all great. I know, please understand what I'm saying. They're all great. But I've seen sometimes the ones who just won't take that healthy risk or that investment themselves, who could outshine the people that are getting prepared, who are willing to put the money out there. That's what's also just interesting to me. It's like you're the one, but you're not willing to prepare. And the one that's kind of sort of the one is willing to prepare, and they get it. So I don't know. Take that for whatever you think you want it for. I mean, I had to put that out there. 757-745-4823 is our live text. You are welcome to text us tonight if you have a live question for us to hit on tonight while we're broadcasting. We're only with you for a whopping 30 minutes. So that's what we like to roll, and we are here first on Thursdays. Had a lot of things come through for the new year. As I showed up, we were in Atlanta not too long ago, last weekend, and we placed, I think in Atlanta, there's over 40,000 open jobs right now in the great city of Atlanta, greater Atlanta region. You can look at those jobs by visiting my Facebook page, that Don't Get Anxious, or check out my thread on Twitter, because we posted those there. We posted those this week. They were fresh, they were hot, ready to go. Best practice is right now, those companies are putting in those recs. They're ready to get folks hired. We've got some folks starting on work on next Monday. We've got folks having interviews. I mean, those who panned out from December are starting work this month. And again, the winter is a great time to get together. Let's talk some numbers in terms of how we're doing as a nation. And we had 252,000 jobs that got increased jobs from December, which is fabulous. All kinds of jobs, folks, from entry level to part-time, as well as to professional services, consulting, master degrees. They're all in that 252. So it's a blend of full-time, part-time, all kinds, from the womb to the tomb, all kinds. But 252 is a great number. We're at below 6% again, and our unemployment rate, that's 5.6%. So that's wonderful news. We've been there a couple months. I have to check my notes. 2 or 3 months we've been below 6. Very good. Unemployed people that are in competition with you right now, 8 million versus 13 million that it used to be a couple years ago. So as a nation, we're coming along. We're seeing the train staying steady in a certain direction. We're seeing the numbers, even though we had seasonal, Christmas time and retail and all that stuff. But we're seeing how things are blending and coming together. So if you are not, I mean, I sometimes I don't know if I sound like a broken record. I don't want to. But there's certain seasons for certain things. In the winter, when it's cold and it's dry, it is brittle out there, that's the sign for you to get it together I mean, like now, while you're in the home and you're cold and whatnot, look at your stuff, get it together. And if it hasn't been working, whatever you're doing on your own, if it's not working for you, and you know it's not working because you're not having the right meetings and the right conversations with the right places, you're not getting the access to the right type of opportunities for you, or the ones you want to stretch your wings to. You're not getting them. You're getting the average stuff and you're tired of it. I mean, I don't know if you're not tired of the average stuff, keep doing what you're doing. But if you're tired of it and you want some growth and you want to see what you're really made of, it's very important that you get with folks that can help you to do that. Very important. So as we kick off this year, it's very important that you get your mind right. I mean, I think I put a push up on my Facebook that said, make up your mind. At the end of the day, you've got to make up your mind. Decide that you want to do this. Decide that if you're unhappily employed on Monday, okay, if you're unhappily employed on Monday, make that decision to do something about it. I mean, do something about it, but don't have the onus on the person that's going to help you to have them bend over backwards and do backflips. No, make your decision, invest in your brand, invest in yourself, invest in yourself. If you want, if, if you want me to work hard for you, I mean, I work hard for everybody, but I'm just saying, if you really want me to work hard for you, I mean, when I see people working their brand and they're serious about it and they're really, oh my God, they are so hungry for it. I mean, they are hungry for change. They are so ready for it versus waiting on me to make the change in them. It's human nature, folks. I mean, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. Okay. I mean, when I see with some like, that you're really hungry for it, I mean, I am just so much more compelled to to do more. I mean, to just do more. I mean, that's just, so I can't do that if you're not compelled for it. So anyway, that's all I wanted to get on that. So let's revisit a couple things as we're doing. So again, we're doing our TCE review tonight. Some things, some crappy things from last year, just to not repeat. God, please don't repeat these things from last year. Don't repeat these things from last year, such as blasting everywhere. Please, God, stop it. It doesn't work. It's irritating. It doesn't work. Oh, how will I say this the right way? Because I have to be transparent. I don't know any other way but to be transparent. As we're talking about our brands, and we want to be positive people, but don't get overinflated of yourself. I mean, I've seen some. The proof is in the pudding. God, how am I going to say this the right way without making someone feel offended? And it's not my intent to do this, but I do want folks to stop doing these things. I've received a 4-page resume, and it's full with all kinds of stuff that someone told you to put in there, or you're king for the day or queen for the day. And I want you to have positive self-esteem. I want you to make sure you are, hey, your A game. That's great. Self-confidence, being competent is great. But being arrogant and just a little unrealistic with things, because you have you think you're the king, but the resume is only producing jack of all trades stuff, which means something isn't working. So when someone like me or someone else tells you it's not working, please don't get mad and offended. We have no dog in the fight. We really don't. We have no dog in the fight, but we want to make sure that the entire brand is consistent, speaks the right thing. So just don't overinflate. I mean, I've seen some really inflated, egotistical resumes. I really have. I mean, good God Almighty. And it's not something that you want to do in 2015. In fact, when people read it, they really get taken aback from it. I mean, it says so much. Remember, this document or your profile is the first work sample. Anyone's going to see it from you. So you want to make sure that it's beautiful. It's accurate, it's selling yourself, it's creative, and it's on point, and it's quick, and it gets the punch, and I can figure some things out. And I don't see too many inconsistencies or red flags, because from the bottom of it to the top of it, I'm looking for a story. I'm looking for a great story or a picture that will entice me so much to pick up a phone and give you a call. I mean, that's the bottom line. Pick up a phone, give you a call. All right? Pick up a phone and give you a call. So if your thing didn't do that last year, all of your things, all of your branding, did not do that last year. Come on, take it up a notch and do something different. Really do something different in 2015. Don't say you're going to do something different. I mean, I want you to, the lights in my glasses, see that? I want you to do something, like really, really do something different, okay? So, career engineer here, let me just hit some things for you. Let me check a few things. If you're commenting on the YouTube, again, if you're going to watch this on demand, we love you for that. We definitely will be updating a few things when we do it that way. Again, coming back from Atlanta, let me give you a little bit about, some folks ask me, what's up with me and this whole Atlanta thing? What's up with me and the, this whole film thing, you know, because I'm like so into that. And I'm going to tell you, just give me a minute. I'm going to tell you, right now. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm checking my text. I'm sorry. The $5 billion, that's the magic number. $5 billion was the income that was brought into the great state of Georgia, Atlanta area in particular, with the TV and film business. I'm getting ready to open up something. I hope it doesn't do a double talk. But $5 billion, I mean, that's a heck of a lot. That's a nice piece of change for a year's work in all types of ways. So there's a lot of opportunities there to get involved. I'm not saying you got to move to Atlanta and do all that, but my point is there's the front of the camera talent that everybody thinks they want to be, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there's the back of the camera talent where folks are making some incredible money. And depending on what you do, whether you're film or TV centric or not, maybe you're into marketing, maybe you're into publicity, maybe you're into insurance, maybe you're into engineering. Man, there's all kinds of stuff for you. So there's a whole nother conversation that's pretty much happening in the Southeast in terms of the TV film world. Fast and Furious being filmed in Atlanta, parts of it in Atlanta next year, stuff like that. I mean, Hollywood is considering the state of Georgia, and the tax incentive that they have down there is phenomenal for studios and companies to come down there. And I'm just hoping and praying that Virginia gets the memo and can bring some of that business to work in conjunction with the great state of GA. Can you imagine a GA to VA connection? So that's one of the things that's kind of got me interested down there. But it's also some great people that I know, and we'd love to make connections and make it happen. All right. So again, 757-745-4823. You're welcome to text us and let us know if you have a question or comment. We had some emails earlier today in terms of things. People just wanting to know about tightening up their brand and just certain things with the resumes. You know, I guess what I would share with you guys on that is there's, you know, every person is different and unique. Okay, so I know what I want to say, just want to say it the right way. Why am I so eggshelly today? Everyone is unique. So your resume, or take it up a notch, your brand, okay, the whole thing of you has to fit your message. That's what really has to fit your message. I could say something's great for one person's brand, but it may not work for yours because you're unique, you're different, you have a different set of values that you're bringing to the table, you have a different wants, you have different needs. It's very personalized, at least I believe it should be. So if there's a cookie cutter approach you're using, I would advise you, best practice for this year, to not cookie cut your brand. You're worth more than that. Really find out what's unique, what's special about you, your performance. I mean, your reputation and performance is golden. That opens many doors, a multitude of doors as reputation and performance. So if you're a high stakes player, an A game player, performer, you're golden. If you're trying to get into the performance area, we can help you with that. There's ways of making an average person awesome. It takes steps, it takes strategy, it takes a commitment from you, but it can be done. And even ways for you to get seen and noticed and recognized. So moving forward, I'm going to be very careful when I share one thing in this YouTube and 20 other people do it that has nothing to do with their brand. If you want the one-on-one, by all means, reach out to us, Career Engineer, on Twitter. You can do that right there. Low Tech is right there. Our number is right here on the screen. That's actually my business number. So you can call me actually on that number. But for tonight's broadcast, we can also receive text on that number, which I think is the coolest thing. Which is the coolest thing. I get giddy over technology. You guys know that. So as we move into 2015, let me just tell you what I think is happening. I mean, it's a great time to look for your next gig. I mean, if you're not happy at work, opportunities are abounding. They're out there. I just shared with you 250,000 jobs were posted on Monday and Tuesday of this week, in some of the bigger cities, Atlanta, Atlanta and New York. But our TCE job stop, which you can go to right from my website, tcenow.com is the website. You can put your zip code, you can put your buzzword and see what's hot in your area. We also want to be able to get to you faster and quicker and better. And I don't, I'm, trying to do that to the best of my ability. But if you hit that website, tcenow.com, you'll see a pink banner that says Get TCE Help. That's my digital store. We've upped the ante in the store. We've actually got an e-copy of our book, A Mind to Work. We have audios that you can listen to while you're working, at home or ironing your clothes or doing your dishes, on how to wow at networking events, how to make a resume that goes wow. We even have some interview coaching where I'm getting interviewed by someone. I'm being interviewed and I don't know what they're asking me. I'm just going to put it out there and I respond the way I think you should respond. So you can listen to that. Now, this is audio. I didn't put a whole lot of flash and stuff in it because I need you to get that content. I need you to get content because the interview, how you sell yourself, is so very, very important. So we want to make sure you get that. But if you hit that banner, the pink banner, it says $1.95 and up. And really, that's a true statement. I have something there as $1.95 PayPal, I think Google Wallet, I'm not sure, whatever. But it's all online. You download it. You can get that stuff anytime, any day. And as we get more product, we will be uploading it up there. So make that your best friend. If you can't, get with me, or, your budget is not able to get the 3 digits or whatever to do all that, you can do some do-it-yourself stuff. You really can, but you have to hit that pink button and look at all the great things in there. Download them for yourself. Please don't download and share with others. I mean, really, come on, let's not go there. But it's some great content, original content by me to help make Monday mornings fabulous. So we want folks to get that out there. We call it the TCE Digital Career Store. It's open 24/7. You don't have to wait for me. You don't have to talk to me. You don't have to do anything. But all the things we're talking about, job searching, resumes, networking, strategy, one-on-one, it's all sitting there. And as things come out more, we will stick that up there. So it's easier for you to get what you need and for me to be able to help on a digital platform. So definitely pay attention to that. Again, reiterate for folks who came in and left, I took my twist out. My puff was out to here. I put this thing on my head. My puff went down. It's a long story. I do have curls in my hair, okay? But it's a natural hair thing that happened today. So whatever. I want to go ahead and knock that out. So listen, make sure you check us out 24/7 on our website. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook. And can't say enough that if you check out on our website too, if you miss my radio show that airs every Wednesday at 12 noon, we have some great stuff. And actually, we want to showcase some entrepreneurs. So yesterday, we actually had an opportunity. We call it now the TCE Business Spotlight, and we got an opportunity to interview and talk with a entrepreneur this one was a chef who's got some restaurant dream and is getting stuff in place. Okay, not putting stuff out there, getting stuff in place to make her dream become real. So once a month, we're gonna feature an entrepreneur because I want to do the best I can to give small businesses a boost. And she was a great story. So you might want to hear her story on the radio. So if you missed my show, all you have to do is hit my website, tcenow.com. We have a player right there. You can hear last week, but join us live 12 noon on Wednesdays, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time on Wednesdays on Blog Talk Radio, but you can find that right there on our website. So guys, I will catch up to you next month, first Thursday at 7 o'clock. I will make sure I have hair in check. All people will ever see my hair in check. And we will talk about what you want to talk about in terms of giving us some career power that will make life go wonderful for your Monday mornings. It's all about not being anxious, always about being prepared. So I leave that with you. Here's a push-up for you. Ready for your push-up for the month? Let's see. Here's a push-up for you. Victim or victor, you choose. At the end of the day, whatever decisions you make, whatever things you do, if you're coming from a victim mindset, then don't be upset with your results. But I say, take it up a notch and be a victor. Be victorious in everything you do. So victim or victor, that choice is totally up to you. All right. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch up to you next time. And again, remember, don't get anxious. Always be prepared. I think I was supposed to say that with my eyes looking in the camera. I'm sorry I didn't do it like that, but this is the way I roll, right? But always, always, always be prepared. I will catch you guys next month. And remember, if you missed this live, you can always do the on demand and check it out. See you. Stay safe. Stay warm because I'm freezing. Talk to you soon.